Superman and Lobo clash once again, beginning with an army of Lobos attacking Metropolis. This event surprises everyone because technically they shouldn't exist. Anyone familiar with Lobo knows he is the last member of the Czarnian race, having exterminated his own people. So, why is there an army of Lobos? This scene throws Metropolis into chaos. The citizens are terrified, seeking shelter, while Superman swiftly engages in battle to protect the city. Each member of the Lobo army possesses powers equal to Lobos, making the fight extremely difficult and challenging. As he fights, Superman continually ponders the reason behind this army's appearance. Did Lobo deceive everyone about annihilating his race? Or is this the scheme of some other force? Before we delve into the debate, please hit the subscribe button as it helps us a lot. Thank you, and remember to enable notifications by clicking the bell icon. In the DC universe, traditional families and metaphorical families share similar bonds and relationships. Connor Kent exemplifies a metaphorical family, but there are also Supergirl and many others, all forming a strong support network for Superman. Not only those close like family, but anyone who rivals Superman in ability are quickly neutralized. This attack spares no one, from Superman's loved ones like Connor Kent and Supergirl to other powerful allies. It's not only a blow to Earth's defense, but also a major psychological shock for Superman, losing comrades and those he considers family. What enemy could possess the power and audacity to execute such a bold move? This is a question Superman must answer while fighting to protect what remains. Since the beginning of Superman's new journey, Lex Luthor has crafted a cunning plan to control him. Lex contracts with LexCorp, then sets it up so that if Superman destroys LexCorp, renamed Supercorp, everyone in the company will lose their jobs, essentially affecting half of Metropolis's population. This is a sophisticated attack on Superman's ethics, turning his principles into a trap. Superman values every human life and never wants to harm anyone, especially the innocent. Lex exploits this by creating an inescapable situation. If Superman acts against LexCorp, he faces criticism and guilt for causing thousands to lose their jobs and disrupting lives. In this situation, Superman confronts one of his greatest challenges: how to overcome Lex's plan without harming those he strives to protect. The capture of Lex Luthor and his daughter, Lena Luthor, is indeed a relief. Lena has been a crucial part of Lex's dark schemes. However, with them defeated, the world can momentarily rest. Lex and Lena have been imprisoned in special bottles and taken aboard Brainiac's ship. This move not only significantly safeguards the world from Lex's nefarious plots, but also opens opportunities for other heroes to step up and rebuild society. While Brainiac has his own plans, removing Lex and Lena from the equation is a considerable success. We will discuss Lena Luthor later, but for now, we face new threats from Brainiac and work to ensure peace for the future. Currently, Superman does what he can, where he can. However, he faces a new enemy named General Chakal. General Chakal is a Czarnian, the same race as Lobo, and the mastermind behind the current troubles. This indicates these individuals aren't clones, or at least they don't seem like it. General Chakal is a formidable foe, matching Lobo in strength and brutality. Leading this attack poses a significant challenge for Superman. Despite having faced many powerful enemies, Superman must be cautious and give his all to combat Chakal and his cohorts. The battle between Superman and General Chakal is not just a personal clash, but a fight between two powerful forces. Superman must find a way to stop Chakal to protect Earth and everyone he loves. Despite the difficulty and danger, Superman is always ready to sacrifice himself for peace and justice. It is terrifying to think that he could lose another home. Superman worries about this, having already lost Krypton, and facing General Chakal brings back that pain. However, this also shows that Chakal is not Lobo, but a new enemy with distinct power and brutality. Chakal's knowledge of Krypton's history and his use of it to threaten Superman confirm that he is not a clone. Instead, he is a dangerous adversary with deep knowledge and ruthless strategy. Chakal's potential to cause destruction similar to what happened to Krypton makes Superman even more determined to protect Earth. Chakal's arrival is a painful reminder of Superman's past losses, but it also motivates him to fight harder. Even though Chakal is not Lobo, he is still a significant threat that must be taken seriously. Superman will not let the tragic history of Krypton repeat itself. Lobo appears here, and it's strange to see multiple Czarnians involved. However, a major revelation about what really happened will unfold. When General Chakal and his team effectively launch their plan, Superman escapes and tracks Lobo. Superman discovers that Lobo is connected to everything, and when he finds Lobo, the truth begins to unfold. Lobo, with his carefree and reckless attitude, knew about General Chakal's plan but didn't stop it, treating it as mere entertainment. The confrontation between Superman and Lobo is not just about strength, but also about tactics and strategy. Lobo's chaotic and unpredictable fighting style makes Superman very cautious. However, through this battle, Superman realizes that Lobo is not entirely an enemy. Despite his brutality and indifference, Lobo has some understanding and can be persuaded to cooperate against the greater threat posed by General Chakal and his army. Subscribe to the channel. It will help us a lot, and moreover, you will get to watch amazing videos every day. You are the best. Thank you so much. Lobo is asked about Brainiac's whereabouts because Superman has gathered enough information from his conversation with Chakal and other sources to know that Brainiac is involved in all of this. Lobo, with his extensive knowledge and involvement in many events across the universe, becomes a valuable source of information for Superman. When asked, Lobo does not immediately respond, instead mocking Superman, adding to the tension. But after a while, Lobo realizes that sharing this information could benefit him in the fight against Brainiac and General Chakal. Lobo reveals that Brainiac is operating from a secret location where he controls and oversees all of Chakal and his army's activities. With the new information from Lobo, Superman begins to plan an attack to stop Brainiac once and for all. Superman's new journey will not just be a showdown of strength. A storm of fury erupts as Brainiac appears, revealing that he has taken Lobo's city. This explains why we haven't seen Lobo all this time. It is a clever way to introduce a new character while maintaining continuity in Lobo's story. Brainiac's appearance is a major shock, as he is not just a simple villain, but has deep ties to current events. Brainiac taking over Lobo's city not only explains Lobo's absence, but also opens up a new vendetta, pushing the plot further. This creates a strong motivation for Lobo, not just for honor, but for freedom and the protection of his homeland. While Superman and Lobo temporarily team up to fight Brainiac and General Chakal, this development also introduces another subplot unfolding in the DC Comics universe. It not only creates a new bond between characters, but also expands their world. The combination of Lobo's fury and Superman's intellect in the battle against Brainiac and Chakal creates a complex story. This is how Brainiac comes and goes, but the important thing is that Superman and Lobo need an escape route. They must cooperate to find a way out of captivity and stop Brainiac. The reluctant collaboration between these two former enemies forms an unexpected alliance, blending strength and intelligence to confront a common foe. Their battle is not only for their freedom, but also to protect Earth and other planets from Brainiac's domination. However, the problem arises when these adversaries escape and decide to seek out Space Cabie. For those who don't know, Space Cabie is exactly what his name suggests. He is a space taxi driver, ferrying passengers and cargo across the galaxies. Cabie knows every nook and cranny of the universe, making him a valuable ally. With Space Cabie's help, Superman and Lobo hope to find a way to defeat Brainiac and reclaim their freedom along with the captured cities. Space Cabie transports numerous individuals, taking them from one location to another. Since people often get drunk and chat in the back of his taxi, Cabie always knows what's happening behind the scenes. However, even as Superman and Lobo seek answers from Space Cabie, they struggle to grasp everything. Cabie is a treasure trove of information, but his way of speaking is often convoluted and full of innuendos, making it difficult for Superman and Lobo to obtain specific information. Despite this, they remain determined to follow every lead, hoping that what Cabie knows will help them defeat Brainiac and regain freedom for the captured cities. The fight between Lobo and Superman intensifies as Chakal and his forces observe and attack them. Amid the chaos, Superman realizes they need an agreement with Lobo to overcome this situation. He says, "Look, we don't have time to fight each other. If we want to survive and stop Brainiac, we need to cooperate." Lobo, initially reluctant, sees that Superman is right. He agrees to a temporary alliance, emphasizing that it is only a temporary arrangement. This alliance, although tense and conflict-ridden, becomes their only hope of defeating Chakal and his army, while also bringing them closer to facing Brainiac. Lobo is an amazing character because of his strength and brutality, completely different from Superman. Although Superman possesses unmatched power, Lobo is equally formidable and even colder. Both are powerful and captivating characters, and their confrontations result in intense and spectacular battles. Despite Superman's efforts to stop him, Lobo endures and fights relentlessly, displaying an unyielding fighting spirit. Superman is truly distracted in his battle with Lobo. While Superman focuses on Lobo, Chakal unexpectedly throws his chains, creating a trap that binds Superman. These chains are especially strong and capable of restraining Superman because they are forged from the pit of Apocalypse Now, which contains the most powerful and mystical materials. This makes it impossible for Superman to easily break free, creating a tense situation. Subscribe to the channel. It will help us a lot, and moreover, you will get to watch amazing videos every day. You are the best. Thank you so much. The dark side of the story is that Superman is captured by Lobo, leading to serious consequences. After being bound by the chains from the pit of Apocalypse Now, Superman is taken back to Brainiac's ship, the mastermind behind this plan. Brainiac has captured many people and imprisoned them on his ship. Meanwhile, Supergirl and Kenan organize a daring escape to rescue the prisoners, but unfortunately, Kenan cannot fully showcase his abilities. Indeed, when Superman and others are captured on Brainiac's ship, they all have their powers drained. Superman is connected to a special machine that effectively drains all his energy, transferring it directly to Brainiac. Brainiac uses this power to enhance himself, transforming it into something specific to carry out his schemes. This situation puts Superman and the other heroes in great danger, presenting significant challenges they must overcome to regain their freedom and powers. Each of the captives has incredible abilities and strength comparable to Superman. Although they do not necessarily have the same type of power, they are all on par with Superman in terms of strength and endurance. Brainiac has exploited their power, creating an extremely powerful army under his control. This poses a great threat to Superman's family, as Brainiac can use these individuals' strength against them. Everything goes according to Lobo's plan, because he is extremely angry. Lobo confronted Brainiac, saying, "I finally found a place where I belong, and then you showed up with those weird dots on your head." Lobo's anger explodes as he feels betrayed and lost. Lobo has always been a loner, and when he found a family, Brainiac's interference ruined everything. This motivates Lobo to act more decisively. The problem here is that part of Superman's power has been drained to create the Brainiac Queen. Although Superman is not at 100% strength, he still has enough capability to fight and defend himself. However, the complexity increases with the arrival of Lex Luthor. When she was young, Lena experienced a special event related to Brainiac and Superman's family. Lena witnessed and endured much suffering. which shaped her determination and strength. Now, Lena possesses unique knowledge and skills that could be the key to resolving the current situation. Finally, Connor Kent, who has been freed, plays a crucial role in turning the tide. He destroys the containment system for all the prison cells Brainiac is using to imprison the captives. This action not only frees the prisoners, but also disrupts the energy source being used to sustain the Brainiac Queen. This weakens the Brainiac Queen's power, reducing the threat to Superman and his allies. With the support of Lex Luthor and Connor Kent, the heroes have a chance to regain control and achieve victory over Brainiac. Of course, as soon as the system is destroyed, Brainiac counterattacks, targeting Superman. This causes Brainiac's family to turn against him. Many might not know about Brainiac's family, but Lyall and Ver are aware. Brainiac actually comes from a race with superior intellect and consciousness. Lyall and Ver are two members of Brainiac's family, and they possess similar intelligence and strength. Their betrayal of Brainiac signifies a major internal conflict, adding complexity and tension to the story. This betrayal weakens Brainiac's power and creates an opportunity for Superman and his allies to counterattack and regain control. But then, at that moment, Superman and Lobo essentially reconcile and eventually go their separate ways. However, two great things happen here. Lex Luthor appears and wipes Brainiac's main frame. This suggests that Lex Luthor might be preparing a new plan. Lex Luthor's actions could signal a new alliance or confrontation between the characters. This scene is reminiscent of the scene you might remember from The Death of Superman, where a character, possibly Lobo or Superman, punches a door, trying to escape a dangerous situation. This is a tense situation, where the character is surrounded and needs to find a way out to survive. It's an apocalypse, where everyone is trapped in a hellish environment, creating a setting filled with pressure and death, where every effort to survive becomes extremely crucial and challenging. What do you think? I know you will have thoughts and feelings about this. Thank you for watching. That's today's video. Let us know your thoughts. We hope you enjoyed the video. We'll stop here. Thank you very much.